What's going on, everyone? Chris from Pickdawgz.com here with your free pick in the Minnesota Twins versus Texas Rangers Major League Baseball matchup going down Saturday, May 25th, 2024. Just a reminder, if you haven't already, make sure you're subscribed to our channel and smash that thumbs up. And if you're looking for my best bets, the games that I love, including my daily $19 best bet, make sure that you head on over to Pickdawgz.com and click the Premium Picks tab at the top of the page. Also, make sure you check out my 2024 Major League Baseball Grand Slam Season Pass. This is for those bettors that are betting $1,000 or more per game on Major League Baseball this season. But you might ask yourself, well, what's that going to get me? Well, it's going to get you access to the weighting and rating of my plays for the first time. You're going to know where my biggest bets on the board are. It's also going to get you access to my Nerfies and Nerfies, my first 5 plays that have been absolute money this season, as well as plays that I make throughout the day based on things like line moves and money moves, pitching changes and lineup changes, that kind of stuff. Right now, over the last 3 days, if you bet $1,000 on a game in Major League Baseball, you're up over 26 units in the last 3 days. Can't make that up. So if that sounds like something you're interested in, and that's the kind of bankroll that you're working with, text 775-636-7674, and we'll get you some more information. But let's get to this one between the Minnesota Twins and the Texas Rangers. The Minnesota Twins sending out Chris Paddack to the mound in this one, while the Texas Rangers will counter with Michael Lorenzen. We'll start with Chris Paddack. Chris Paddack has been, for the most part, a Jekyll and Hyde pitcher this season, home and away. You look at his road numbers, they weren't great, but he did have a good road start last time out against the Cleveland Guardians, 8 innings of 2-run ball. But on the whole this season, still, he's been a much better pitcher at Target Field, where he has a 3-1 record, a 2.57 ERA, a 291 opponent batting average. You'd like to see come down a little bit, but that 2.57 ERA, a lot of that stems from giving up 5 runs in 5 innings against a tough New York Yankees lineup last time out. And now you face a Texas Rangers team that, has definitely cooled off offensively. They have been picking it up in some spots, but realistically, in the month of May, this team has struggled. In the last 2 weeks, this Texas Rangers team, is actually the worst team in baseball in terms of batting average against right-handed pitching, hitting just 196. The isolated power numbers are still bottom 10, just outside the bottom 5 in team OPS as well. So it just makes it really hard to feel good about backing this Texas Rangers team, even at a short price, just when you consider just how good, Chris Paddack has been in a lot of spots at home. He's been a guy that's gone into the 6th inning in the majority of his starts at home. And the Texas offense, like I said, it's struggling. It struggled against the Philadelphia Phillies, struggled against the Los Angeles Angels. They were, lucky to win some games, scoring 3 or 4 runs. But the fact of the matter is, you're not going to be able to get away with that. Now, sure, the Minnesota Twins have been a shell of a team that, went 16-3 at the beginning of May at the end of April, early May. They went on a 16-3 run over a 19-game stretch. But even with those struggles in the last couple series, they started to pick it up against the Nationals. And I just think that right now, they're the team I trust slightly more here. I've always thought of Michael Lorenzen, and if you follow me here at Pick Dawgz, you know my thoughts on Lorenzen. When back before the universal DH was a thing and pitchers were hitting in the National League, and Michael Lorenzen was in the National League, I always said that Michael Lorenzen, to me, felt like a better hitter that could pitch than a pitcher that could hit. And I just never saw him as a viable starting pitching option. He's had moments where he's been decent. I mean, he's been a guy that's had an ERA around the low 4s in each of the last couple seasons. This year he's got a 3.61 ERA, but I still think he's a lot more hittable. I feel that the Minnesota Twins should be able to get the job done here. And even if the starters don't factor into this decision, although the numbers haven't been great for the Minnesota Twins, the Texas Rangers bullpen has been the worst bullpen in the month of May, with a 7.24 staff ERA. Like I said, Minnesota's hasn't been much better at 5.68, but they have a fantastic closer in Yohan Duran if they can get to that point. So I'm going to go with the Minnesota Twins in this one with a reasonable price, and that's going to be my free pick. But just a reminder, if you haven't already, make sure you're subscribed to our channel and smash that thumbs up. And if you're looking for my best bets, you can find those at Pick Dawgz Premium. While you're at Pick Dawgz, check out our betting tools. They're 100% free. They're the best betting tools in the business, and tools that you want to make sure that you have in your back pocket when you're making your best bets for the day's action. And while you're at our YouTube channel, make sure you have notifications turned on so you can be the first to be in the know when the newest content drops here at Pick Dawgz. Thanks for watching. See you guys soon.